Welcome back, y'all, to That's What I'm Saying, the podcast about hip-hop, entertainment, dating, sex, relationships, and social issues from a sometimes ratchet, because you know how we do, but mostly woke perspective. So listen and subscribe to That's What I'm Saying. We're on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. I think we're even on Pandora too, and Spotify. Also, watch That's What I'm Saying, the TV show on Island TV. Follow us on Instagram at TwizPod. So I'm Shaun.
And I'm Shatara.
Hey, my sister. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing? How are
Blessed.
you doing?
How you doing? I'm blessed and highly favored.
How's the
Out
weather
in these
over there? Out the streets.
You mean the weather here in sunny Miami? It's sunny. What can I say?
Oh,
You doing some fidgeting over there? I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
Nothing. Mind your business.
Oh, okay.
Ask me how I'm doing. I'm just here minding my business. We got rain. We got pouring down rain, and we had a little bit of a heat wave. And then out of nowhere today, it was only going to be like 70 something. I was like, wait a minute, what's happening? What is happening?
What's happening is you're going to have fall is coming. That's what it's autumn.
Listen,
where you at? Okay.
How about
change of seasons? That's what's going on.
Everything is all about back to school.
Halloween
stuff is out. Halloween stuff is out. I'm so confused. I'm buying sandals and boots at the same time.
You're saying it winter is coming. Yes, bitch, it's coming. So
I can't
enjoy. Anyway,
I can't keep up. Okay, summertime.
So what are we calling this episode?
Is it the baby on the baby?
What is it? wait, is it baby on baby?
Baby on baby. I'm like, is it the baby on the baby or baby on baby?
Baby on baby. It's baby on baby. Wait,
baby
on baby. On baby.
Baby on baby. There you go.
Just blame it on baby because everybody is.
Blame it on baby is the name of this episode. Blame it on baby. I thought it was baby on baby. Blame the baby.
The baby.
Stop acting like a baby.
Same thing. Yeah, we got to get into him in this ratchet, but where we at now?
Okay, so before we get to him, I just want to let you all know that if you don't know, now you know that J-Lo is a hoe. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Jennifer Lopez. Gotcha. Had your attention. Just kidding. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are back at it. We talked about them last time. However, some new pictures have surfaced on social media, and they are recreating a lot of their little iconic scenes from the Jenny from the Block video. And she's on IG, and people are losing it. And J-Lo she just celebrated her 52nd birthday, if I'm not to be mistaken. And she was on the yacht in San Tropez this weekend, and she was with Ben, and it was serious PDA. And I will say this: J-Lo looks dope. She's given a lot of younger girls a run for their money. She's keeping herself together.
Money well spent.
And Ben is back for it, and they have no shame with the kids and all. And I must say, I was talking to one of my girlfriends, and she was like, you know what? A-Rod must have done her so dirty because she's doing this in his face, to the next level.
Oh, definitely. Wow.
I love it.
Meanwhile, A-Rod is over there with a makeup for men line or a men's makeup line. Have you seen that? Anyway.
Is he really contoured?
Yeah, it's like a contouring thing he got going on. Anyway, can I tell you though that the ratchet in me was when I looked at the pictures, you remember J-Lo on the yacht with Ben on her booty. I was like, her booty is smaller now.
Oh, that's what you thought? You were like, what happened? See, the thing is that I'm a Black woman, right? And as a Black woman, it has always been known but never really shined on the fact that we've always had big noses, big lips, and big butts. Nothing new. So when J-Lo came out with this whole, her butt, even just same with Kim Kardashian, her butt, I'm like, dude, we have had all that. Have you seen Pam Grier? Have you seen Pam? Everybody had jokes on Pam. This is something we've always had, but it's not until somebody that has the lighter shade that is like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, I remember. It was like, what's the uproar? And I'm like,
I don't have you seen my mother? In her Sergio Valentes? Have you seen my mother in her Sergio Valentes? And that's how I didn't really understand it. So J-Lo, she looks great, in the Latino community, they have shapes and all that. But Ben remember he was hugging on her ass in that video. And now he's doing it again.
Back at it again. Just Benefit 2.0 here. Okay, Batman.
Okay. I'm like, wow. I like it. Like I said, you go for what's yours. Don't be worried about what everybody thinks. And this is what's making you happy. And there's a reason why A-Rod and her did not get married. It's a reason.
But 17 years, because you got to think like there's whole almost a damn near adults that were not around when it was Jennifer and
Yeah.
and Ben back 17 years ago. It's just is crazy to me.
Somebody tweeted, they said 17 years. Imagine waiting that long for someone. The familiarity of each other's voice, smell, touch, laugh, comfort. Wow.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they've both like lived these lifetimes apart from each other. You know, like he got married to another Jennifer, had kids. You know, she had twins with Mark Anthony. You know, and she was with A-Rod, and they was looking like the Brady Bunch. And you know, one thing about J-Lo though, she loves some love. You could tell that she is always gonna keep her a little something.
I got to stand up for her because a gentleman said to me, he was like, she just seemed like a woman that can't be alone. I said, see, now that's not fair. That's not fair to say. That's not. Then I turned into my, don't nobody talk about Jennifer Lopez. I was like, no, she don't have to be alone. Don't you get it? She don't have to be. So trust me, she's good. She's, I give J-Lo props. She's come a long way.
She don't come out on top.
Yes, I mean, you got to go back from being the dancer on Living Color to being one of Janet Jackson's dancers. Listen to us when we talking to you, Janet. Remember that video?
Yeah, I remember. And I was reading a little something where Damon Wayans, he was saying like he had given her like a little Honda Civic to use to get to work, and then later he gave it to with the other brother. No, Keenan. Keenan he had J-Lo and Marlon like sharing a little Honda Civic. I thought that was
they had to do.
That's what they had to do.
Yeah, see, her hustle is no joke. That's where I'm looking at it. Like, I'm sure she never would have thought the day being happy to dance behind Janet Jackson, she would then have her own tour and be bigger and more requested 30 years later.
Jenny from the block,
Yeah,
all love. Like
I give it to her.
I was like.
And Ben is here. And like you said, 17 years later, her and Ben, it's like, I love those stories of people who divorce and get back together. Those be my favorite love stories.
Not personally, but I do love
that's to me, because that is God's way of saying, like, did not say, because I said so. That is the biggest because I said so that God gives everybody. Like, for real, y'all paid to be apart. I'm talking to somebody right now, a young lady, and her and her husband divorced for, I think, 3 years. And they lived apart, like he bought a house, she bought a house, and they found themselves like back together. And she's like, I think he needed that time. Whatever the story is, I love it. The kids are happy. I was like, y'all just needed that time. Look at that. You could have been with anybody else.
We got a sister. They was apart for 20 years.
Yeah, that's another one. So boom, boom. Okay, that's two. I know another one is Sinbad and his wife. They divorced and got back together.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta roll back around to what you know.
But then you come back as different people. So as far as I'm concerned, after having children for J-Lo and for Ben Affleck, having, as you said, living two totally different lives and coming back together, that's a good thing. Yeah. I like it. Good for her.
Like it, J-Lo. Okay, Bennifer 2.0. That's what I call
it. But guess what? There's always a Casper in the background, probably haunting you. Casper is lurking. He was a good time too, I'm sure. See, don't worry about J-Lo.
But so in other ratchet news, we gotta do this. Blame it on baby, because as we know, so last week the Rolling Loud festival was here in Miami, and the baby performed.
Right.
He made a whole lot of homophobic statements and really got dragged, by doing that. So I know you saw the video. I think we was watching it. We saw the little clip, the baby. He did his performance, and let me just, first of all, he brought out Tory Lanez to perform. Like, he came out, I guess it was some kind of costume. Notwithstanding the fact that there is this ongoing investigation, for Tory Lanez assaulting Megan Thee Stallion. So, if the baby has collaborated with Megan Thee Stallion, but it sounds like, he's on Lane's side. Anyway, so he brings Tory Lanez to the stage, and, that's just the beginning of it. So during the set, he starts introducing this song, and he starts calling out to the crowd, and he's targeting the queer community. Specifically, he's targeting somebody up front with a crop top, a dude with a crop top, and I guess dancing the song. Anyway, he says, some craziness, but I'm gonna just say what he said. He says, if you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases, that make you die in 2 or 3 weeks. Put your cell phone light in the air. Then he says, fellas, if you ain't sucking no dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light in the air. Ooh. Then he makes a video. So after all this, he gets a Adidas, because that's what he called it, a Adidas shoe thrown at him. Then he makes a 4-minute video where he's like explaining, he was only talking to basically like amp the crowd up. That even his gay fans, basically they don't fucking got AIDS. I mean, just kind of like digging himself a hole. But he really went in on this dude in the front row with the crop top. I see you. I see you.
Ooh.
And then Uncle T.I., then he had to add his 2 cents. I'm like, sir, you got your own controversies going on. We don't need your opinion on this. You dealing with your own thing. But he kind of steps in and is like, basically he was saying that, we give Lil Nas X all this freedom to do whatever he does and say whatever he say. Give the same to the baby. Let him basically rant the way that he wants to rant. Now, T.I.
There
Now
you
we
go.
know got a little something going on in your own backyard.
Yes.
It's not the opportune time
No.
for you to step in and make any comments as such, but you did it anyway. So, I'm a hold my opinion real quick, and I'm curious to know what you think about all of this.
So I had to go and really see, like, okay, what's going on here? Because, for them to say, like, Lil Nas X can do what he wants and he's, like, expressing himself and so on or whatever. Now, we all know Lil Nas X is, like, one of the first Black male rappers who's out in the open as a homosexual, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they try to bounce back and forth, it's like, okay, are you really comparing the two? Like, I don't understand, why are we comparing the two? Like, what's happening here? So now the baby has a video and he's like in a jail suit and it is rated X. Lil Nas X has a video. He's in a jail suit and it's like rated X. Let me tell you. So I'm looking like, okay, was that his way to say, like, you like that? Like, was he trying to be homophobic? Like, just to clear it up to let y'all know. But it was just so, I'm like, that was just unnecessary, because if you have fans, you have fans. So let's be real. So what if a dude was in the parking lot giving head to one of your homeboys? Watch yourself now. Hey, now, let's just say, are you saying that, you don't want the money that was brought, with the tickets? You saying he's not a ticket holder? You saying that he's not a good fan? Like, so really, I don't know why you had to go there, is what I'm really saying. Like, I don't know why I can't put my lighter up in the air if I was giving head in the parking lot. Like, that's not fair. That's not fair. Wait a minute. This is I came to party. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
now
like, that wasn't right.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna just say what's on my mind, because that's what we do on this podcast here.
Go for it.
I really believe, the most homophobic dudes be out here in the parking lot sucking dick.
There you go.
The fact that he took his time and energy and made a special shout out to the niggas sucking dick in the parking lot, and asked them to put your cell phone in the air if you ain't sucking no dick. But for you to kind of call out the people that are, why for come? Why you doing that? What's going on? That's one. And then when you had an opportunity to kind of explain it the best way that you can, do some mansplaining, you took the time to give a shout out to the dude in the front with his crop top on that was probably twerking right in front of you. Oh, I see you. And it almost sounded like, it was like turning you on. It didn't sound like he was, it wasn't, like homophobia be, but in real life, you kind of like this. And that's what it sounded.
Why are you mad about it? Why are
you
mad?
The fact that he's kind of like infatuated with these, with homosexuals or men who do homosexual activities, because you didn't mention it, you didn't said it, you're talking about men performing oral sex in the parking lot. Who think about that? That's like, I was like, who brought that up? But again, a lot of times it's just he's just acting out externally what's going on internally, without trying to get too deep and trying to, I'm not trying to therapize the man, but you said it, and I'm kind of like, And then, I'm first of all, you got to really, really think about how much what kind of level of trust do you put in a grown man who calls himself the baby? I'm just saying. I mean, it's cute, but Come on
Yeah.
now.
What a
I
DA.
mean,
What a
the
D.
baby with a crib and all this, like, oh, and a lot of times you forgive kids, babies for
Mm-hmm.
doing certain things. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of like, let's unpack this here, sir, because you pointing out gay people way too much for someone who
Mm-hmm.
is that not your thing, or maybe using the parking lot and letting what the streets was saying is he's got homeboys in his camp that be in the parking lot sucking dick. So
Oh
I'm just saying,
dear.
I'm
Oh
saying it
dear.
without saying it, okay?
Okay.
Baby on baby, baby on baby.
Baby on baby. I look. What's her name? Amber Rose had said, like she's an ally to the LGBT community,
Uh-huh.
LGBTQ. Sorry, and she just was like, basically, he has some stuff he needs to unpack because he has these imaginary men in parking lots giving head. Like maybe you need to unpack some of your issues, sir. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that was how she had to put it. And then Dua Lipa, who just did a single with him, who is like on the top of the charts. And every time I hear this little hook, because I love pop music, but when I hear this hook, I'm like, how did the baby make his way on this song
No,
right here?
I
Like,
say the same
you
thing.
want
I
me?
hear that
I want
song.
you, baby. My sugar boo. You drive me crazy. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so that's the jam. And then he made his way on there. And she said that the comments he made does not sound like the man that she was working with. Like, it really doesn't match. We need
But
to
it's
be.
not a man, it's the baby.
Well, yeah, it's right. I'm not a man. I'm the baby. Like, yeah, we need to stop the hate and stop this and that. And it's just like the era that we're in right now it's all about inclusivity, and that is something that whether or not you like it, we got to get used to it. So what do they say? This is the cancel generation, canceling everybody. We're canceling everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much what's doing. So can you say what you want? It's your concert, like to an extent, yeah, sure. But you have to be held accountable for the words you say because there's a lot of money invested in you to be where you're at. So be
Mm-hmm.
careful. They'll come for you. That the letters. What do they call the
Mm-hmm.
alphabet boys? They'll come for you. When Jay-Z said the alphabet boys, he met the CIA, the
Yeah.
FDNY.
This
Now when
is
you
a
say the
whole
alphabet
nother
boys,
alphabet boys.
it's a whole nother team of people. Okay, and I'm not listen. I'm not fucking with y'all. All right. You see, I'm changing my whole tone. I don't want no trouble out in those streets. All right. So you go right on.
Alphabet boys.
Okay. Okay, the different type of alphabet boys. Listen here, Nas X. My hands are up in the air. You go ahead and you do what you do. I don't want no problems. You
Mm-hmm.
want some lip gloss? Here, let me share this with you. I want to be your friend. All right, we. my arms are up. I come in peace. I come in peace. Can we be
Oh.
friends? You give head in the parking lot. I probably listen. You like what I like. We are best friends. Hakuna Matata. We are friends and we didn't even know it. We got all this in common. Girl,
We
pass me
got
that
something
brush.
in common.
Can I wear your wave cap tonight? We gonna be all right. Shoot. Let me see that little brush. Shoot.
Like, you got a baby hair brush?
Shoot. I'm not trying to come for you all. So yeah, baby, you're gonna be held accountable for that. And then you bring in Tory Lane's out, who got a case. Y'all just all types of a mess going on. It's like he brought his uncle out with a rape charge on him. Like, it's my Uncle Teddy. Like, who told you to bring Uncle Teddy out?
This
Like, what are
a
you
mess.
doing?
A mess, like you
Tory
said.
Lanez need to be low key. How dare he pop up on stage knowing he shot Megan
Mhm.
Stallion? Let me
That's
tell
not
you,
even funny. It's not even
girl,
funny.
girl, I'm your friend. I come in peace. I want everybody, like that little girl said, be kind. Remember her parents divorced, and she was trying to tell them,
Mhm.
be nice, come low, come low. Woo, she's
Oh,
about 15 now. Yeah, so
yeah.
it ain't right. A lot of it's not right. Yeah, you're gonna be held accountable for your words. That's it. This is not like
Mhm.
not like a Trump. Listen, Trump can get away with crazy rants and say, black people are the devil, and people are still running to vote for him, and they putting signs on there. Unfortunately, the baby, you're not Trump.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. And
so
and I think maybe a little bit of counseling to go a long way because there's something there that's
hold on a minute.
hidden, that's in
Hold.
the closet deep down.
You think? Okay, wait. Back it up real quick. Wasn't
Yeah.
the baby in trouble for when he beating somebody up
He was, yeah,
twice? He got in
yeah,
trouble, and he
yeah.
has hand. He laying hands on people. He has
Mhm.
amazing teeth, by the way. He's a cute kid, but
Uh-huh. You're right though, but there was, some sort of anger management was needed
yeah,
in the
yeah,
past.
yeah,
You
yeah.
are, I mean, are we what we doing? We died. I'm just saying that
Mm,
a lot of times you
mm.
fighting to get out that closet just a little bit.
Yeah, and you angry at people and
Yep. And you don't want to grow up. Your name is the baby. And I like the baby. Honestly, I like his music. I do. It's catchy. It's cute. Whatever.
yeah,
But
he's
Tamara,
this was just unnecessary. That's all. That was just you took it far left. That was all. And we're in a day and age where there's social media too. So yeah, you were held accountable within 2 minutes of what you said. Like,
mm-hmm.
hey, and now you got to speak on it. So
Yeah. All right.
that's ratchet, all right. Woo!
Blame it on baby. Blame it on baby.
Oh, I don't want problems. I'm everybody's friend. Come on now, we're friends. Don't want no trouble with the people.
I can't
Mm-mm.
say baby. I have to say baby.
No, but it's baby,
The
like the
baby.
way Tiny says it, baby. Is in it da the baby, right? So
The
there's
baby.
baby and there's the baby, right?
The baby.
I wouldn't know, and I just need you to watch the video because
Which
it's like
one?
the baby's video and Nas X and Lil Nas X's video, and look at them side to side. They're both in prison, so they're
In
black men in prison.
comparison.
This is what we're doing. We're black men in prison, and Nas X is throwing. He has a man like twerking in front of his face, and he's throwing dollars at him, and he's grabbing a dude's dick.
Mm-hmm.
And they're showing that like underneath the jumpsuit, and it's like hot pink jumpsuit, and it's like very flamboyant men like catwalking with him through the prison. I was like, oh, okay. So that's like
Woo.
the first like 20 seconds, right? Then you have the baby in his video. He's in an orange jumpsuit. And it starts
Mm-hmm.
off, he's like at a funeral. And it's like some like cop, dies and he spits in his casket. And then next thing you
Whoa.
know, he's in prison. Wait, I sound like I'm gossiping. He's in
Mm.
prison. And then he is getting head from a white
Whoa.
girl on her knees, right? And he
Who's in
has
the
like
prison?
yeah, he has like a sign on him, like, and the girl is like bobbing her head, and he's like rapping, and then he's like banging like an old white lady, and he's hitting it from the back, and then like, girl, it is wild. Like I'm watching this, and I'm like, remember, you used to have like BT Uncut,
Uh-huh.
and remember like the Nelly video was like, oh, right, all that. This
Mm-hmm.
right here is just like, oh my god, like next level. Like
Okay,
they're
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna get my sage ready. I'm gonna
girl, this X rated is another level. I was just like, ooh, like I was like, ooh, somebody's in trouble. I was looking like, ooh, but no, they're
mm,
not. They're not in trouble. So yeah,
okay.
yeah. I wish you would have seen it. Dang it.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch.
It's
Stay tuned.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are wild. I was like, oh wow, this is what kids like have access to on a regular. So anyway,
Anyway, moving on.
let's get
Okay.
woke.
Mhm.
Yeah, like gossiping, like I'm the principal. So in woke news, because we're here, you
Mhm.
got your I got my glasses on.
Yeah, I already had them on all day because
Oh, you
I,
really wear glasses.
I
Mine
really
have no frames. They're just cute
I
little
don't
cat
have
eyes.
20/20 vision. I really need them for life.
So oh, you need them for oh, sorry. So I'm like, oh, so I tell people about you. Like my sisters are like they're like legally blind, I think, without glasses or contacts.
Nobody said that, but I need glasses. I need something, some help
Mm. I,
all the time.
like I'm like, hold on a minute, where's your walking stick? Anyway,
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to drive. Like I wouldn't trust myself driving or
mm,
going outside and trying to go up any steps or anything without my glass.
that is serious.
It's serious, yeah. It's like I don't see depth. I don't see how deep things are.
For all the glasses wearers, can you please give us a like a shout? Can you tag us with emoji with like little glasses to say like I feel your pain, Sean?
I
Can
wear
we
them
just get
proudly. I sure do.
because so I don't want to take my eyes for granted. I got 20/20 vision, funny money
Oh,
vision. So
yeah. What? Yeah,
yeah, that's what
that's what I
and
get for watching the pixels on the television up close, like 3 inches away.
as a words of little Kim, I got 20/20 vision, funny money vision.
hmm
Yeah, let me borrow $20. Anyway, so in the woke minute, it is the Olympics, and we are in Tokyo, and it is a big deal. So Simone Biles, our brown sister, she's out there, and she has removed herself. Biles is 24 years old and she is the face of the games. She's a gymnast and she
hmm
was actually in Rio de Janeiro in 2016. So she's not new to this. And our sister has stepped down and she basically said that, and in her words, on Monday, she felt the weight of the world on her shoulders. The weight became too heavy after vaulting during the time of the finals. She lost herself in midair and completed 1.5 twists instead of 2.5. All right. She consulted with the U.S. team doctor, Marcia Faustin, and she walked off the field. And like, that was pretty much it. So she decided to now be a cheerleader. She said, they can go ahead and,
hmm
and what she, And people like forget that you have to be able to speak up for yourself. So what she says was, she got out there and she said, no, like the mental is not there. So I just need to
Mhm.
let the girls do it and focus on myself. And she stepped away, and that was pretty much it. Everybody is coming down on her for this. And all Simone did was put her mental health first. If
Mhm.
you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, and mind you, I don't know if you've ever seen, you got to do that bar grip, you have to
Mhm.
spin, you're
Stuff
not.
I used to do in the 4th grade when we used to do like 4th grade, 5th grade, and that was it. Hurt.
Girl,
Done.
mommy put me in gymnastics for a minute.
I know. I
And I,
remember.
I had to be in it because I was one of those climbing trees and jumping around and you name it, I can do it. And I'm so glad she did that. Did I make it to be a gymnast in Olympics? No, I didn't. Trietta's, New Jersey saw me for a few years and that was about it. But looking at her and the fact that she was able to speak up for herself, people are not recognizing the importance of your mental health. So if
Mhm.
you know that, I'm supposed to be completing a 2.5 and I'm only hitting a 1.5, I'm not going to come back tomorrow because my mind is not in the game. And you can't be mad at her because when you look at people who reach a certain caliber of success, this is where you have depression that comes in, you have anxiety that comes in, you have people who are suicidal,
Mhm.
substance abuse, you name it. Everything comes under the umbrella of stress. And how do you manage it? So again, she was in the 2016 Olympics. She's not new to this. Floor exercises, the vaults, you name it. And for her to step back and say, you know what, I'm going to cheer my girls on. I'm here, but this is I don't want to be basically the broken foot on the horse, right? And you
Mhm.
just have to commend somebody like that. And, I hate the fact that had she been someone else of another color, they would have commended her. Oh, that is great. You need to speak up for yourself, mental health. But they kind of, shitted on her a little bit. And,
Mhm.
she's making
Mhm.
excuses and it was just like, well, this isn't fair. So, I wanted to bring this up in this particular woke minute because, in the way of the world and things going on today, I think people sometimes forget about our mental health. Like,
Absolutely.
I think sometimes we get a little lost in the sauce and, grind, day up, you name every meme and tweet, regarding success and all
Mhm.
day, all night. But in reality, like, do you have your peace of mind? Like,
Exactly.
and that's
Mhm.
where your health is wealth. People forget that. Health is your
Mhm.
wealth. I don't So that's where I'm
Mhm.
at with it. And we're rooting from her from here. And I'm so sending like positive energy and
Absolutely.
a big round of applause out to her because
I totally agree. I mean, I'm followed a little bit of what's going on, and this we live in a world where it would just, it'll swallow you up and spit you out. So a lot of times you have to think and be your best cheerleader, because a lot of people will not take on that role for you. So, sometimes you got to put a middle finger up, like, F this, and let me keep it moving, and let me make sure, like you said, my peace and my mental health is put first, because y'all are not going to put it
because
first.
y'all are not going to put it first. No.
So again, I applaud her for doing that, because
Hmm. Hmm.
it takes a lot for you to step aside from, already she's great. A lot of people, we sit here and, we judge her from our couches. Ain't nobody
Hmm.
doing no somersaults and twisties
Hmm.
and all of this, but,
Hmm.
there's a lot of people that have had a lot to say, um,
Hmm.
for, a woman who put her mental health first. She's
Hmm.
already, it's a very driven field anyway. So she's already at a standard that a lot of us will never meet in our lives. For real,
Hmm.
for real. So,
Yeah.
I didn't like the energy of people sitting there and judging her, when while she's really doing is loving herself, making sure she's putting herself first, and I
Hmm.
I never down anybody for doing that, because we have this idea already, like, she's superhuman in my eyes, because I ain't getting up there and doing what she's doing, and nobody that I know is doing
Hmm.
and has done what she has done.
Hmm.
um so, and she doesn't owe anybody anything. So, yeah, absolutely. If she want to go sit down somewhere, let her sit down somewhere. She want to go cheerlead on the side, let
Hmm.
she has every right to do that. That's not for us, but the bullying that I've kind of seen from it is just like, what, are you serious?
Mhm, mhm. To be 24, like I wish that I had, because you got to think of like peer pressure and things at that age. To be 24 and to have that confidence and wisdom and I'm trying to think of another word. I can't think of what it is, but to have that about yourself at 24, that is big. I think having that voice inside is going to take you so far in life.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she has that, and I wouldn't be surprised if she has some, great Black women in her life that back her up, that
Mm-hmm.
help her with that. Because the only way I know for me I could compare it, I thought about comedy, and I've been doing comedy for a
Mm-hmm.
long time. And when you get up on stage, you're by yourself. This I don't have coworkers when I get up there. It's just
Mm-hmm.
you. And you're given a big piece of yourself, big time,
Yep.
good times and all. Now, with that being said, I mean, some of the shows I've done over the years just become like one big collage. Like, huh, what? And
Mm-hmm.
I know that there has been some shows where I felt in my gut, like, this is not good. I felt it. There were times where it's like, something about this one isn't right. Like, I just,
Mm-hmm.
and don't you know, like, that'll be just the show that something ends up happening. I bombed, or just I can go on, like, and thank God I don't have so many stories like that, but I have
Mm-hmm.
unforgettable moments of I didn't listen to my gut. I
Yeah.
didn't listen to my gut. Oh, I'm so mad I
Mm-hmm.
didn't listen to my gut. I drove so far, or ooh, like, so I'm that's the only way I can compare it, to my
Yeah.
everyday. Like, yeah.
And even for me, like I compare it to, a lot of that experience, what they've done, it translates to, the corporate world and having a career in the corporate world, and just the pressures that Black people, and specifically, Black women, what we go through to achieve the levels of success. I've always said this, that anything that I've ever done, I've always had to do it 10 times better than the next person. Why?
Hmm.
Because of
Hmm.
who I was.
Hmm.
So, a lot of times we kind of put our mental health on the back burner because we are chasing that success, and
Hmm.
at the price of paying for our peace and our well-being. Never gonna do that again. But I
Hmm.
definitely can relate. It Her experience definitely translates into what I've experienced and what I see a lot of Black people, Black women in the corporate arena, what they experience as well.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Mm.
cheers to her for, just like I said, you sometimes you have to give the middle finger and just because you never want to be in a position where you need a vacation from your life.
I
Like, I
like it.
need, I need a break from my life. You want to be able to incorporate,
Hmm.
a level of peace and calm in your
Hmm.
life, so that
Yeah.
you're not trying to be this escape artist,
you you got to find your balance. It's funny you say that, because I think about even working in corporate and medical field and so on, and I know that there have been times that I have been in, let's say, cramps, or I don't feel good, and when I
Mhm.
tell you I push myself, and like, I've had my other coworkers, you know what I'm saying, and they'll just
Mhm.
go home. Like, why are you pushing yourself? Like, oh my God, you don't look well, go home. And I think there's something about me and you that's different. There's something, like you would say, Black
Mhm.
people, there's something that we have in us that is like, no, I can't go home, like, I gotta
Mhm.
push. Oh no,
Mhm.
it
Oh,
is
yeah.
something historical taking place as to why you're so cavalier, like, just go home. And I'm pushing myself to be like,
Mhm.
I can make it through another 3 hours, I can do it, I can do it.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah,
have to
push
think,
our we'll push our work our fingers to the bone, so to speak, in some sense.
yes.
Mhm.
So, like I said, for her to be 24, should I remember 24 pushing myself? Like, I have to,
Mhm.
and I'm just good for her. Like, you got to know when to say when, and only you can
Mhm.
do that for you. Good for you for listening to that
Yeah,
voice inside. That's it.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Go
Yeah.
Simone.
Go
Mhm.
Simone. Go Simone. Look, we're rooting for you, girl. What? Even if she
Mhm.
said, I did the 2016, I'm done. We have nothing to say.
Mhm.
Nothing to say. You told us. All right. Mhm.
Mhm.
So good for her.
Good.
So, moving along, mental health is important. All right. Take care
Yes.
of yourself, everybody. Whatever you got to do, make you priority.
There you go.
And with that being said, that brings us right to another priority, which is the weekend date. You got it going on. I used to be scared of the dick. Now I throw lips to the shit. Handle it like a real bitch. Have the hunter. Janet Jack me. Take it in the
Yeah.
bud. Yeah, that's what. I got land and so I'm gonna read this one to you.
Okay.
It's a little story here. So, my boyfriend, he inherited his grandmother's house after she died, and all of her things are still there. He keeps her wheelchair in the hallway, which is very creepy, and her room is off limits as she still lives in there. It doesn't help that the house is dark and old, and she actually passed away in the master
Oh my
bedroom.
gosh.
I feel uncomfortable going over there, but he always wants me to stay over for the weekend. Can I tell him that I don't like the house? I worry that he will be offended because he is clearly still grieving.
Mm-hmm.
Shaun, what do you say? Hold on a minute. Oh man, I get my whistling bag. Hold on, let me I get my Kill Bill whistle. You know that whistle from Kill Bill?
I do. I do.
Mm.
I find this, it's so funny because I've heard this before from another friend of mine. Same sort of like scenario where she was dating this guy, and he had like a creepy house that he inherited, and he kind of
Mm.
left everything the way that it was. And I think his grandmother died in the house too.
Okay.
And with my friend, she did his bedroom. He was so afraid because she had, I guess, died in the master bedroom, whatever. So he had kind of like a mattress and like a little table set up on the side in a bedroom, in another
Mm.
bedroom, and
Mm.
that's where they was chilling. And the similar advice that I gave her was like, but she was uncomfortable. Like she didn't want to go over there, and she knew it was a very he was grieving. Had just lost his I believe it was his grandmother as well. But I definitely feel like you need to speak up because it ain't no mood that you setting up with the wheelchair in the hallway, and it sounds like it's dark. You said it's dark. She said it's dark and it's old. You
Mm.
gotta say something, And I'm just like, well, what do you do? Do you go to a hotel or something? Like, no, it's probably
Mm.
not the place that you want to get intimate with your man's friends. Is at this place,
Mm.
and it sounds like he's in a transition period. So maybe y'all just don't go to his house at all. If you like him enough, it's her boyfriend, so you like him and you're with him. But I don't like the idea of that. To me, is a mood killer. I remember, just as another side, I remember I was dating this guy, right?
Mhm.
And I know you know who it is. Anyway,
Mhm.
his house was so, as nice as he was, and well put together. When I say, actually, I've had two experiences like this where
Mhm.
the house was like for real. I'm gonna call hoarders over here and tell them to
Mhm.
come with
Mhm.
the truck that they park out front with the
Mhm. Mhm. Mm.
clear
Beep,
this mess
beep,
out. Like,
beep, beep,
don't
beep.
exactly. I'm not coming in. Don't invite me in. Beep beep. I'm pissed. I'm like, I'm not coming in. Don't you worry about it. If I feel like if I can't take off my shoes in your house, because that's how terrible it is, and I don't want to sit down nowhere, and I don't want to open my bag up,
Mhm.
this is not the place I need to be. It's not the place
Mhm.
I want to be. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm a person. I will definitely voice that. I'll definitely let you know. And it's either it's kind of like you're gonna step up, or is this how it's gonna be? Because if this how it's gonna be, we ain't gonna be.
Is this how it's gonna be? We ain't gonna be. That sounds like a profile on online dating. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Is this how it's gonna be?
We ain't gonna be.
And then send a picture of what you don't like. Oh my god, that is.
Oh man,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
I just feel like it's like sounds like a haunted house, and it just sounds very like scary. And the fact that she said the wheelchair is in the hallway and it's creepy, and like the run room is off limits. It just sounds very like, and I think that she's being very kind and understanding by saying like clearly he's still grieving. Like wow, like you're being awesome. Like I don't know if she needs to go in there and like open up the Dracula curtains, like pull them back. You know what I mean? And then bats are gonna come out. She's like, oh, she's gonna duck. Like I don't know what to expect from a situation like this. It sounds very creepy. And then he wants you to stay the weekend. Are you kidding me? Oh no, I would be packing my overnight bag and be like, you know what? No, I leave that shit right at the door. Like, I never made it out. Like, where you been at? Calling me? Like, hey yo, I beeped you. Why you ain't calling me back? Like, no, my spirit told me no. And then on top of it, you feel
My
like
spirit
grandma's
told me
watching.
no.
No, for real. Yup. No,
Mm-mm.
no, no. I'm a little bit like, what are we drinking? Holy water? I'm nervous. I
Hmm.
don't like it. And I feel like grandma's watching. So
Yeah, and she is.
yeah, like Junior ain't shit. I told him don't be in my room. Like, why are you all night? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Hell no, I can't get in the mood. That's just
Yeah, just don't invite me in. And if this how it's gonna be, we ain't gonna be. Either you gonna have to. He's gonna have to. It's gonna have to make some changes, you know. And but if he want to live in a museum, like it sounds like he wants to do,
I just fell to the floor. I'm out. My conscious. My
yeah, he
soul
wants
just
to
left
live
my body.
as your nephew would say, a museum. He want to live in a museum.
With the dinosaurs. You go right on in there. I can't. No, listen, I think the best thing for her to do is suggest, like, what's your favorite Snapple? And then go to 7-Eleven and get him his favorite Snapple, and y'all sit on the front porch and just talk about the day. That is made from the best stuff on earth right there. Hallelujah.
See, I would be so dramatic. Like, I'm not crossing your threshold. I'm not going in that house. And you ask me why, and I'll tell you. And if things can't change, then
I gotta go.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, because
Can I tell him I don't like the house? Yes.
Absolutely.
Will he be offended? Maybe. And if he's grieving, that's when you got to say, like, listen, you're grieving. And this is something, I just want to talk to you about, because I wouldn't want to put you in an uncomfortable position staying with me if, hypothetically, I had a loved one that passed away. You have a room off limits. And let me tell you, I've had friends and family members where there is that room that's off limits and that person has passed away and they just need that time. And it's not my business because I don't live there, I'm like, okay, I've seen rooms that are off limits, and that's what it is. And people need their time to, get rid of stuff and go through stuff, and they want to leave things just the way they are. I get it. But I haven't had that situation of, but you want me to take my panties off when we get in the other room? No, that one, that ain't, no, I don't, no. I like a scary movie, but I'm not trying to be in one.
No, right?
Yeah. Let me show you where you had me fucked up. Come here. No, come here. Let me show you. Come here. Come meet me at the stoplight. Let me show you where you had me fucked up. Come here. I'm gonna take you about 17 miles down the road to show you where you had me fucked up, and then you're gonna see my. I drove away. I'm out of here. You gotta be kidding me. Talk about we're gonna make breakfast in the morning. Where?
No.
Oh no, we are not. All night. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? No. Nana just in there watching the whole time. Like, you better not touch my pots and pans. See, I don't need that in my life. I told him to clean those clothes. She's still going on about errands he need to run.
Oh my God. Yeah.
She would have talk to me in the morning.
I definitely think, transparency is the best thing in this situation. And see how it goes. Be honest though. Why are you laughing?
Because she's a thug just for even being in the house long enough to see the wheelchair in the hallway. That motherfucker started rolling. She was like, what? She made sure to tell us the wheelchair's in the hallway. She said, very creepy. No. No, Miss what's from the Shy? That was this is Ronnie and Miss Ethel. Miss Ethel's still in that house.
Okay.
All right, well, tell him, girl. It's okay.
I hope we gave her some good advice.
We laughed a lot. And
I know.
For that, please forgive me. I am your friend. I come in peace. I don't want no problems.
You're giving her the little Nas X treatment.
Okay, like, there you go. I don't want no problems. Okay. But get out. You don't want to be the get out for real.
You don't want to be in the get out, right?
Yeah.
For real.
Girl, like, have you seen? No, we haven't seen her in weeks. Like, well, she's talking about that boyfriend in the house. Don't be that girl. Don't be that girl. Freddy Krueger probably there too. Michael Myers, everybody.
Okay.
I know. I'm just being silly, girl. Girl, you know I'm being silly.
Yes.
But no, for real, get out of there.
I think we helped though. Okay. All right. We got to move on to one of my favorite segments of the show. That's my jam. So, yeah, this week is my jam. And this week, I really want to pay tribute to Biz Markie. We lost a legend a couple weeks ago. And the song Just a Friend, which was, for me, one of my initiations into Biz Markie. So this was a song written, produced, and performed by the human beatbox himself. It was released in September 1989. How crazy is that? On the Biz Never Sleeps. So this was back, like, it charted on a Billboard. It was a major song. So if you remember this video, because remember, he was kind of like the clown, the funny clown of hip hop. Like, he was the comedian. So in the video, he's rapping about, the girl he's trying to date. She's but she really considered him just a friend. And remember at the end, like, he finds her and, she's kissing another man. And, and then she says, but that she told him that the man was just her friend. Oh, he's just a friend.
He said, "Come on,
don't give me that." Yeah,
oh,
and
that was so great.
And then he breaks out on the piano, dressed up in like Mozart, with a wig on, in a candlelit room playing the piano. So I will never forget that Biz Markie, born Marcel Theo Hall back in 1964 in Harlem, New York. So, and he was raised in Long Island, Strong Island, and you remember he was down with the Juice Crew, and he was a beatboxer. He performed with Roxanne Shante, MC Shan, and even though he wasn't the pioneer of beatboxing, because who I'm gonna give that to? We give that to Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh.
Yeah, but all kind of in the same game. They was doing it. So I definitely, we definitely lost a legend with Just a Friend. And as a side note, I remember, not dating myself, because we are women of particular years, but that was a long time ago. But I remember watching a interview with Mario. Remember Mario? Because he remade Just a Friend. He remade
baby. Yeah, he did. I didn't think about that. Yep.
Yeah, but in the interview, he said he didn't know who Biz Markie was when he made that song.
Oh my God.
It was like somebody had to introduce him to where that even came from, where that hook even came from. So I was like, ooh, child, that was a lot. So yeah, just a little something. But I think he did, even the remix, he did it justice. So rest in peace to the legend Biz Markie. You will be eternally missed. But, what the beauty is, he has such a catalog of music. And, if you're like me, like, you start revisiting it and you revisit a time that, it was good times. It was fun times in hip hop. So definitely a legend.
Yay. Okay, that was good. Yeah, Biz Markie. I'm like, oh.
In the beatbox.
Yeah, the human beatbox. Yes, Just a Friend. I remember that. And it was so funny. Who was that? Oh, he's just a friend. Come on.
Don't give me that.
Don't give me that. Oh my goodness. Okay, yay. Good job.
Yeah.
Drop the beat. All right. Yes. So we are at our Support Black Business segment of the show. We believe in supporting business for us, by us. And today I'm highlighting the Juice Cafe, which is a smoothie and juice bar in Hackensack, New Jersey. I had the pleasure of rolling through there. And I mean, it's the organic market. When I tell you they have like the juices, the smoothies, the protein shakes, the shots, the wheatgrass, the gin, you name it. They have all that. And I was talking to the lovely sister who's the owner, and I just wanted to let her know, like, this is beautiful. I'm happy you're here. I was on my way to another juice spot. I found this one, and I'm in the process of purchasing a juicer because I want to get with it. And
I got a really good one.
Doing it myself was such a pain in the ass that it's terrible that I'm about to go right back over there. And I had a drink. Actually, I bought a few. I bought the Hackensack. That was delicious. I bought the cocktail. That was delicious. I think I got a mango smoothie. And then I was like, I'll be back tomorrow for the protein shake. And it was everything was good. So I just was like, and y'all own this, and it's Black owned, and go ahead. So this is my little Bergen County tour of restaurants and juice bars and stuff. So again, this is the Juice Cafe, and you can catch them there, online at Juice Cafe _260D, and they're also at juicecafe260d@gmail.com. And
love it.
Hackensack, New Jersey.
Love it. Okay, well, next time in Hackensack, New Jersey, I'm going to definitely go to the Juice Cafe. Definitely. I love juices, I'm a juicer. I juice my own juice.
Good for you. I would love to say next time you come to town, I'll juice you one, but I don't want to start lying. But I can guarantee you can go buy one though.
You'll drive me there. I know. Okay, cool.
Guarantee.
Yeah. All right. Well, guess what? We've come to the end. Yep.
All right. Wow, we did that.
Yeah. So, y'all, Please like, share, and subscribe to That's What I'm Saying, the podcast. Please listen to us on iTunes, on your Google Podcasts, on your SoundCloud, on your iHeartRadio, Spotify, your Pandora, pretty much wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, you want to see our faces? Watch That's What I'm Saying, the TV show, weekdays on Island TV. We're currently in reruns, but we're going to have some new shows very soon. Just download the Island TV app. And Shatara, my sister, what else we need to let them know?
Yes, we need to let you know that if you have a question for the Weekend D Report, and if you want to keep up to date on all my upcoming comedy shows as I'm bringing the funny and, anything as well as our podcast and TV events, because we out there, we out here. Get social with us, talk to us, slip into our DMs. We're here, we're listening. You can follow us on Instagram as well.
Talk to me nice, though.
Talk to me nice. Follow us on Instagram at TwistPod, TWISPOD, and you can go to our website at www.twistpod.com. One more thing, send an email at that'swhatimsayingpodcast@gmail.com. So you have no excuse. You all have every window to get to us, okay? No excuse. As always, thank you for listening. Until next time, peace. We love y'all. Stay healthy, stay well.
Love y'all. Peace.
Bye-bye.